Good morning, friends. I am so happy that you are here with me today. This is your time to slow down, sip a cup of coffee, and start your day with calm and clarity. So, today's topic is one that touches everything: our work, our friendships, our families, and yet we rarely talk about it. So, let's look at the topic for the day today: becoming a good listener. What is that really is stopping you? Opening. Okay, most of us hear that, but few of us are actually listening. So, what is the difference? And that's what we're going to touch about it and how to get better into that. Real listening is just being quiet while someone else talks, whereas it's about being present. So, not just hearing, but listening with a focus and being present in that moment so that you can see and hear what that person actually means behind the words that they are saying. So, something when we don't listen, something very quiet but very painful happens. And what is that? Truth gets thinner, people pull away, and decisions get worse. So at work it shows up as a very missed signals, repeated conflicts, good people quietly checking out. And when you're at home, it sounds like very short answers. There's tensions around you, there's distance between the people. So today let's talk about how to gently have an honest conversation. What stops us from really listening, and how can we begin to listen in a way that brings people closer again? So, let me share a story with you, something where listening really mattered. When I was younger in my career, I thought being a leader means having all the answers. So, when people talk, I used to really listen, and I listened to reply. But many times I did not understand it. But over time, I learned and I realized that most people don't need your solution. They just need your attention. They just want to be heard. They want to feel that they were being listened. And when you are truly, truly listening, people will feel that they are seen. And that changes everything. The whole dynamic changes at that point. So, exactly is the truth behind listening? One thing is, listening is not a skill that you learn just once, and it's a practice. It takes time. It is a skill to be developed over the time, and a choice that we make again and again every single day. And it is how we bring trust in our conversation. It is how we connect with people. It is how we lead not just our teams, but also the hearts of the people that we interact. But listening takes something we are often very short, and that is presence. Presence. And the presence is very hard when your mind is full, your calendar is packed, and your phone is always buzzing all around you. So let's look at what are the four common blockers of listening. Let's name them one by one. First, I would say doubt. When doubt comes in, people are thinking, will they really understand me? Something that sometimes we completely stop listening to people, and we're so busy defending ourselves, explaining ourselves inside our own head. And we think they won't get it. I already know what they're going to say. And that is what backfires you. Doubt will completely close your ears, and curiosity is what actually will open them. So you want to raise curiosity, not the doubts with the people. So, what is that one shift that you can do to shift from just not hearing but listening? So, I would say instead of thinking, what will I say next? How about you think, what might I learn if I stay quiet a little longer? What will I learn if I stay quiet a little longer and listen to the person I'm listening? That is the magic. Okay, moving from doubt, I would say another blocker is fear. And when we have fear, we think, what if I um what if I don't like what I hear? So that means you're already putting a shutdown block in front of you, that whatever that person is saying, I'm not gonna like it. That doesn't go too far. So, real listening means being open to hearing things that might challenge you. That takes courage. Sometimes fear makes us interrupt people, it makes us defend or change the subject. But here's the truth: you can't grow and protect your ego at the same time. You can't. They just don't coexist. But when we listen people with courage, when we make the space for truth, and that is the truth that will actually build trust between people. So you have to have that open heart, open mind, and not have pre assumptions in front of you where you are doing judging people. You're making your own assumptions. You have your own insecurities. You have your own doubts. You have your own fears. They're all the blockers that are prohibiting you from connecting to that person and not just, you're just hearing them. You're not listening to them. So you have to be very conscious. And the more you're aware of it, the magic begins. Another one is actually insecurities. I need to sound smart. Do you? Really? Do you need to sound smart? Or you just need to act smart? There's a difference. And that changes the whole dynamic of the energy that you carry and are projecting on the people around you. So, have you ever listened to just jump in just to make impressive? Like sometimes people just interject and say something because they think that will make them feel look smart, and they're trying to impress the other person completely. And I think we all have done that at various time. Anytime when we have our insecurities and fears inside us, little that we know that our brain is acting that way. Many times we're not even consciously aware. So it is not something we're deliberately doing it. At times we don't know we're doing it. And the more you're aware of these things, you will become more conscious what to say, what to hear, what to listen. And that all comes with all insecurities. So we believe that we need to prove ourselves and show the value that we carry in that particular moment. I'm going back to the insecurity part here. So, do you really need to do it? No. You don't need to prove your worth by talking. You can show that by just closing your ear and listen to those people. When you listen and you repeat, hey, let me just repeat myself. Is that exactly what you just said? I want to make sure that I heard you. I heard you. That itself is the magic word. And you repeating what they had said not only confirms that you heard correctly, it also acts as a third where you are letting that person know that you were listening. So look how many things you got done by just that, saying that one magic line. Let me repeat myself and ensure I heard you correctly. So try that. In your next conversation, when you are talking with the other person is giving their story, whatever they are sharing with you, watch, try that out by repeating what they had said to confirm you heard correct, to confirm them that you were listening, and also to build that connection with them that you were giving the time and you were in the present moment, and watch how the energy shifts at that point. The last one that I have been able to figure out is bad habits. I am listening, sort of. We think we are listening. I think I do that with my kids many times. I'm starting to get better, but I still do that. And I think many of us as parents do that, where the kids are talking and your mind is going into so many different directions. And they're like, Mom, did you hear me? Mm-hmm. When I say mm-hmm, they're like, she's not listening. So you do get those signs from people's comments, from people's body language, where they feel that you are hearing them, but you are not listening to them with your focus and with your presence. And we all fall into that trap. Real listening means full attention, not perfection, just being present. You don't have to have all the right answers. You just have to be there to listen so that they can feel I was able to vent out at times and somebody was there to listen to me. And that's all the magic you need at that moment. So those are those 3 seconds of full attention. Say no more than 1,000 perfect words. You just have to be there to hear them out, and that's about it. And now let's see what is the ripple effect when you are not listening. When leaders stop listening, and we're talking about the workplace, teams are stopping to talk. They don't want to talk because you're not listening to them. So they stop talking. When you are a parent and you're not listening, children stop sharing. You don't have time for me? You don't want to hear me? I'm shutting down. And they stop sharing at that point with you. And when partners stop listening, love turns into silence. This is the impact that we have in our lives when we are not giving those 3 seconds of being in the present moment and listening to the people that we have in front of us. So, listening acts as a bridge that keeps us connected with people, with between each other and to ourselves. Don't forget, listening to yourself is also as important as listening to other people around you. Listening to yourself. What is your self saying to you? What is saying that makes it happy? What is your self saying that triggers it? What is the self saying what makes them angry, frustrated? Every kind of emotions. Emotions are emotions. They're not bad and good. They are just making you feel somehow. And that is what matters. So at any time you feel something you don't want to feel, go back to yourself and ask and be in that present moment to listen to yourself to tell you what it's exactly trying to tell you at all times. So, what becomes possible? So, the question is when we do listen, what is the positive side? And we talked about the negative side when it doesn't work and the impact that we have between people, us and other people, but also when we're not listening to ourselves. So, what is the magic when we do listen? That is the treat, right? Why should you shift? Why should you work on your habits and behaviors? When we are truly listening, conflicts turn into conversations because you're listening. There's no you and I, it is us at that point. People open up instead of shutting down on you. Decisions become smarter because they're united with one positive energy to find the solutions. They happen faster and they happen with kindness. And let's not forget, listening, it builds safety. It allows people to feel safe. And safety is what builds trust. So if you feel at any time you don't trust somebody, try to listen to them. Listen what they're saying because when you listen to them, they will feel safe and they will project the energy of being safe. And that is what's going to build the trust between the two of you or more of you together. Trust, that is the foundation of every healthy workplace, whether workplace or home or between friends, everywhere. Your people, between people and people, trust is the basic factor, and trust starts from listening. So, what are the 3 listening habits that I have figured out? And many times people have asked me, so I've started pouring out and share what I have tried, what has worked for me, and what are the 3 I'm working on right now. Pausing. Pausing is very important before we reply. At times, we're so ready to interject and reply, and that is what backfires. What you need is to pause, listen to what they said, repeat in your mind quickly that did you hear them correctly, or say it out loud that is this is what you were trying to tell me, and this is what I heard, and you have aligned that conversation, you have paused, you have analyzed it, and then you reply to the person. That allows you to take a breath, let the silence do the magic at that time. Another one that I've tried is repeating what you heard. I've already shared that with you. Telling them, did I hear you correctly? Is that what you were saying? Can you please double check that what you said is what I understood? I want to make sure I care for what you're sharing with me. And I want to make sure that I heard you, what exactly you were trying to let me know. That allows the bond, the care, the love, the affection that you're trying to build. Again, the foundation of the trust between you and that person. The third one is listen for the meaning. not just the words. Many times people use the words, the first words that is in their dictionary, in their memory bank, or the words they are familiar. That doesn't mean that is exactly what they're saying. And it works magic when somebody is angry and they use those words that throw dart at you. And you take those words and say, that's what you said, I am hurt. But many times people actually don't mean what they say. There are words they say that they mean, and there are words that they say that are meaningless. They're just being a projection of the energy that they carry at that particular point. So listen for the meaning behind the words they're using, and nothing that the person feels, not just what they say. And that is what your target is. You want to know what are they feeling, not what they are saying to you. And that's how you start the day, the heart behind the words. So I'm going to take a couple of questions because we're running late right now. So one of the questions that came to me was, Kiran, I try to listen, but my mind races, and what can I do there? I think that happens to all of us. So all you try to do is focus on one thing at a time, their tone or their eyes or their breath. That allows you to distract your analytical mind to start going into that cycle of being whatever your insecurities and things are within you and projecting, and you're trying to answer them. It allows you to stop from that and just listen. Take a breath, listen to their words, look at something that allows you to distract and only allows you to listen and not use your analytical mind right away. Another quick question I will take is, what if the other person doesn't listen to you back? You go first. Someone has to model it. And when people feel heard, they often start hearing too. So don't stop. Keep on doing it. And remember, when they are saying something you do not like, it is not you, it is them. It is their energy, it is their fears, it is their doubts, it's their insecurities that at times they're projecting. And many times, it's not even that. All they're trying to do is look for a safe space where they can vent out, they can share, they can out loud. Are they asking for a cry of help, or all they care is you to just listen to them? So listen to those feelings behind to understand what is happening. So I'm going to go straight to the fun part. Now let's get at the moment when we reveal our next episode. What are we going to do next week, Tuesday, 7 a.m.? You can be winning on the outside. And many of us are guilty of that, or you feel that you go through that. You're winning outside, but you're still wondering if you belong on the inside. Does it sound familiar? So that is our topic for next week at the Morning Kiran. We will explore why imposter syndrome appears even when you have earned your place, and how do you gently move from self-doubt to self-trust. We will see you next week at Tuesday 7 a.m. to discuss overcome imposter syndrome confidence that lasts. Thank you for starting your morning with me. Go lead your day with curiosity, care, and a little joy.